Hey guys, after a bunch of watching Instagram ads, I finally joined the cult that is MKC, Montana Knife Company. They've done such a great job marketing and they make great knives. Imagine that. Very cool. This is the Triumph Pro. I purchased this knife in hopes to find a fixed blade that would be good for camping and deer and elk hunting, and that's what this is designed for. They have, I think, a line of two, like an XL and maybe like a smaller version. I'm not super versed on all of their knives because they do have a bunch and they're never in stock, but I grabbed this one right away and it went out of stock instantly. So nice thing about this is, it's going to have resale value if you don't like it. It's hard to know if you're gonna, because it's not in your hands, so, and there's nowhere to go like test it out. So I picked this up. I'm going to go over kind of some pluses and minuses of this knife and what I think of it. First of all, when I got this knife in the sheath, they talk a lot about their retention. I couldn't get this thing out. It was, I don't know what was going on. So I loosened up this little screw and I was like, is it just me? Is this thing just married to this thing? And what I had to do was kind of pry here a little bit and pop it. And so somehow this thing had just been maybe tightened after it was in. And then now it's perfect. The retention, this thing ain't coming out at all. Like, it's locked. There's no rattle. And so as far as the sheath goes, incredible. It pops right out for you, and you could attach this to whatever you wanted. Little thing about this clip here, I could not find any videos on just about this clip and how it's supposed to work and what it looks like in the back. So you've got like this folded over Kydex. It's designed, I think, to go on a belt, but no belt I own is this big. And so when I did put it on the belt that I do own, I own the groove belt. I'm gonna grab that really quick. I just got a new groove belt here. This is the Ultra. This is the belt that I've been wearing for the last year or so. I had another groove belt with the magnets. But anyway, enough about that. This is, I don't even know the width of this belt. It's an average width, but I'm gonna guess, let's measure this actually. Let's find out. So in order for this belt to fit, you need like a 2-inch belt. So I don't wear a 2-inch belt ever. This is the belt that I do wear every day, and it's stretchy, it's magnetic, it's super easy to come apart. But anyway, groove belt Ultra. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know what I would clip this to. Maybe a shoulder strap on a backpack, maybe. It does lock in nicely, but what I did is I just bought a tech lock. So I just figured, that's what I'll put on there. They do have the whole spacing for it, so that's great. But yeah, anyway, that's about the sheath and the pocket clip. The knife itself it's really cool. So this is designed after someone, I can't remember his name, but he's a deer hunter or archery hunter. And he wanted it so he could put his thumb like that and then could choke up on it and have it here. This blade shape is just, it's sexy. This knife itself, you see it in pictures and you're like, that looks amazing. So if I hold it like this, extra large hands, feels great. The problem I get is when I go like that. There's nothing here. So like, I don't really feel like I have, there's several ways to hold this knife, but if I did need to do something like that, it's going to be a little different. Of course you got to use it. So what it actually feels like. So I've got some paper here, very, very sharp, plenty sharp all the way through. There's no no issues with that. So anyway, I think it's a really cool design. That's the only thing that just kind of threw me off for a little bit, because there's a little gap there. Like if I pick up similar knife, you can see we've got this here. I do wish there was a little bit more there, so I have a little more security, like that knife's not going anywhere. But yeah, I know this knife is probably not designed for that, but that makes me wonder if I want to keep it, putting my thumb up. Another thing is they did make one that had like some more texturing, more aggressive texturing. This does have a little bit of texture on it, but when I'm out hunting elk, generally it's freezing. I go rifle hunting, and if you're archery, obviously it's way warmer, so that's not an issue. But your hands are either cold or wet, or somewhere along those lines, or you have gloves on. So it is nice to have a little more texture for me. But overall, this knife's phenomenal. It is very well executed. And if you watch any of Josh's videos, I think it's Josh, if I remember right. I just watched, he did a video with Mike Rowe, and a little history on him, and it was really cool to hear that he was making knives since he was 14. and I know he's probably, I'm assuming maybe he's in his 40s now. Sorry if he's not, but I did spy some gray hairs. But yeah, anyway, he definitely knows what he's doing. And so this is just a really cool, I mean, it looks amazing, and it feels good right here. This is it. Like, you're locked in, not going anywhere. You want to come up, you got it right there. So this will probably be the knife that I take out hunting with me this year, most likely, just because fixed blade is just, I mean, why not when you can do it? I do have a lot of knives, but this one here will probably be the one that I take out. And yeah, anyway, another small note. I think you should watch his video. It's about a year old, maybe, or 2 years old, on working edge. And, you know, you can kind of see that there is definitely a working edge on there. In being a working edge, he talks more about grit and the grit you want to take it to. So you still have some bite, and that blade's going to hold up a little bit longer for you if you're out in the field, because, you know, last thing you want to do is stop and sharpen your knife if you're processing an animal. Generally, you're trying to get out of there before dark. And so, yeah, go check these guys out. Just get on their email list and follow them on Instagram to see what they're coming up with. I don't think you can go wrong with any of their knives. They do make culinary knives as well, but this blade in itself is just, yeah, it's cool. This one is also PVD coated. If I didn't mention it before, it is Magna Cut. And yeah, so it's going to hold up. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.